Good evening, everyone. Welcome to ShadowXLab Security Operations Center Analyst using Splunk Enterprise Security. Become a SOC analyst in 30 days. A complete Security Operations Center bootcamp built around Splunk Enterprise Security. So we will be explaining you every module deeply, every detection mapped to MITRE, ATT&CK with a live ES simulator that mimics the real console. Okay. So let's get into the platform. So we have a total of 4 modules. So the total is we have divided into 4 weeks. So each week comes with an um, concept. So the first week, we start with the SOC foundations. So in this, you will be learning introduction to the SOC. So inside the introduction to the SOC, again, we will be learning about the SOC and its machine, understand the threat landscape, landscape that SOC defends against, identify SOC business outcomes, mean time to detection, mean time to respond, risk reduction, differentiate between a SOC, NOC, IT support, right? So we will be learning about SOC hierarchy. So we will be looking at the 3 tiers of architecture, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Understand specialist roles, incident responder, tier 1, detection engineer, SOAR engineer, SOC manager. Trace an alert from generation to closure, know what each tier owns and escalates, right? So we'll be looking at SOC tools and landscape. What are the different type of the tools we will be using in the SOC? Map the modern SOC technology stack. Differentiate SIEM, EDR, NDR, SOAR, TIP, vulnerability management. Understand integration patterns, API, syslog, agent, webhook. So know where Splunk Enterprise Security fits. So then we will be moving on to SOC fundamentals. So we'll start off with mastering the CIA triad and AAA, distinguish between threat, vulnerability, exploit, risk, apply defense in depth across 7 layers, understand the attack surface concepts. Then we'll be looking at networking for defenders. So we'll be looking at the L3, layer 3 to layer 7, memorize the must-known ports and their abuse patterns, read patterns, flow, G clocks, understand DNS as the universal protocol. Then we look at operating system logs. We look at the introduction to ATT&CK and cyber kill chain, and everything is associated with a lab. Okay. So you will be having the navigation. So this is the Splunk lab. Okay, so enterprise security, Splunk Enterprise Security, we have it's a resemblance of the Splunk Enterprise Security because there is no free version or free trial of enterprise security. Only we have a Splunk, basic Splunk, not a Splunk product. We have only basic Splunk free trial. So that too, you need to log into Splunk. And you should be able to log on to the official website. Now, Splunk is owned by Cisco. Splunk is a Cisco company. Okay. So you can log in. So if you already have an account with Splunk, so you can use your login details in order to log on. Once you provide your credentials, so you will be able to log in. Okay, so you can click on trials and downloads. So scroll down. So Splunk Enterprise. So this is the only version that is available for a download. So you can download free trial. Okay. Also, we get a trial license of 60 days. So 2 months of trial license will be applicable and we will be having limited features, right? In order to log out or in order to get into the Splunk Enterprise Security, you need to download it from Splunk base. Okay. So this is a platform where you will be able to download different applications. So I already logged in, right? So this is the one, Splunk Enterprise Security. So it's a download restricted as it is an paid version. Okay, so it is the most popular product from Splunk. Okay, so this is how the things will be. So I will be opening in a new tab. So I will showcase how the things will be. So you can see the apps, messages, settings, activity, right? So then this is how the things will be. So what we have done is we have created, so how the Splunk Enterprise Security will be there. So this is the incident review. So what you will be learning. So you will tour the Splunk ES console, your daily workspace as a SOC Analyst. So click each top level tab, post your incident review, investigation, intelligence, security domains, audit, research, configure, right? So you will be having enterprise asset inventory. Then also we have a business impact console, right? So how an incident will be impacting SOC role simulator. So all the things we will be learning step by step. So what you need to do is open one notable event in incident review. So click on incident review. So this is an thing. So you can check the urgency level, critical, medium, high, low, right? So you can click on urgency. You can click on a alert. Okay, so where it shows you what is the alert. Okay, so what are the different things. So you can click and you can see how the things is working. So what we have done is we have created a resemblance so that you guys will be able to log on to the tool and work understanding how exactly the work will be in the real time, right? So note which views you would use every shift, right? So this is the one. So this is the day one, lab one. And so you can also click on workbench. So you can see here lab instructions, define SOC and its machine, understand the threat landscape, SOC defend against, right? So once you are done, so you can see um, lab 2. So you can say, we can go to lab 2. So map the three-tier SOC model, understand specialist roles, trace and alert. So you can just click again a Splunk ES console. So day 2, lab 2, map a triage workflow. So triage three notable events as tier 1 analyst, escalate, contain, or close. So what we are going to do is we are going to um, acknowledge, and also we are going to perform the actions, perform the duties what a tier 1 analyst will be doing. Write a 4-line note: who, what, when, an action on each, decide whether it is a false positive or we need to escalate to tier 2 or we need to contain. So note the tier you would hand off to, you had hand off to, right? So click a notable to open it. Use SPL drill down to confirm scope before deciding. So here, so you can see map. You can click on, right? So you can see unassigned. So tier 1 we have assigned, it is new, right? We will move into in progress, right? So we will be looking at the things. So once you click here, so it will be showcasing so what exactly is happening. So description: authentication from Toronto, then Berlin within 18 minutes. Original event: source, Windows event log, security host, event code. So this is the event code number, Windows event code number, username, computer name, right? Logon type. So here it's all about what? Authentication from different countries, right? So you can, so adaptive responses, notable created, risk modifier. So notify by email runs, open details. So what do we need to do? Comments. So we need to investigate and we need to perform the things. So how to perform the things I will be showcasing here, right? Okay. So what we need to do is, okay, so we'll be blocking at the firewall, right? And also we will be disabling the user for a time purpose, and we will create a ticket. Okay. So whatever you have understood and what you have studied, so you need to write and you need to click add to investigation, click save, create ticket. So this is how the things will be working on. Okay. So escalation owner is tired. Now this is the thing how the stuff will be going. Okay. So day 2, So three notables landed in your queue. Write a 4-line note. Okay, so decide false positive escalation. We have done all those things, right? So click notable to open. But whatever is done, we have completed, right? Okay, so in progress, and it is with the tab. So similarly, you have another one. So you can check this one and you can understand what is happening. Slowly we can understand there is no this thing, I mean, no hurry in order to move what is what. Why? Because we need to understand the domain, we need to understand what is happening, right? So whether this can be handled by the tier one or it should be escalated to tier two. Now, what do you mean by medium? What do you mean by high? What is critical? So all those things we will be learning, and as part of that, we will be working on. Right. So we will be looking at the investigations, the different type of investigations, right? Then we will look at security intelligence. Then we look at the security domains. So access center, right? So if you click on access center, it will take you to this one, right? Um, yeah, where security domains. So if you take malware, so it will show you malware center phishing URL, right? So similarly, so secure next, if it is related to any identity center, now if there are any alerts related to identity, it will showcase. So you can just we have done this one, right? Also, we will look at the audit. So what is the time action? So we have just worked on an alert. So what is happened? So what are the actions taken, right? And how the things are going. So you can click on search. So this is the thing. Okay. So last 24 hours or last 15 hours, click search. Search I mean returned one. So if you increase the time, so it's only one. Why? Because we haven't created the alerts, right? So it is a version. Pre is a sample version. It's not a, I mean, it's not a real thing. So what we are doing is we are trying to understand how the work platform will be working and what is our area, right? Then you can see on configuration. So what you have, general configuration, incident management, content management, data enrichment, right? So adaptive response, list and lookups. So then you look at enterprise asset inventory. So what is the asset, how it is working, what are those, everything we will be working on. In case if you want to work with the critical assets, you can see which are the critical assets and how to work. Also, you can look at this one. So the ransomware on finance workstation. So you can see revenue impact, right? So actually it is critical. Okay, high recommended L1 action. Escalate to L2 within 15 minutes. So we will be learning, so how that particular asset is important, or what is the thing. So you will be learning about revenue impact, regulatory impact, reputation impact. Also, we will learn about the different teams. So how to work, what they will be working. So then we learn about data classification, public, internal, confidential, restricted, right? All those things. So alert routing. So how to route the things. So who owns what? Endpoint, owner L1 to L2. So the SLA is within 15 minutes for L1, and for L2 it is 1 hour. Similarly, you will be seeing this. So this is how the things we will be working on. So it's about the things we have worked on introduction to SOC. So you have SOC tools landscape, right? So here, map your tool stack. See how every SOC tool feeds a Splunk. Okay. So networking for defenders. So you can see over here. So this is how the things will be. And so we will be continuously enhancing our tool and we will be working on operating system logs. So you can see the log search. Okay. So as of now, nothing is there. Oh, okay. So how this particular thing is aligned with this thing. Okay. So open investigation. So click on it. It will be opening, right? So walk every notable backwards in time. So we will be working on all those things. So that's it, guys. So this is how basically ShadowXLab will help you to improve your skills with the Splunk Enterprise Security. So it is very affordable and very easy. So we are launching it for 4,999 for Indian students for the first 25 members. Okay. So whoever joins early as possible, so for the first 25 members, the cost for 30 days, the entire program is only 4,999, and you can reach out us on www.shadowxlab.com. So this is our website. So these are all the things we will be covering. So whatever I have shown you, so these are the things, right? So that's it. Thank you very much. So we will be starting the first batch from Monday, and you can reach out to us on www.shadowxlab.com. So you can sign up, and also you can reach us on +91 8688389827. So both WhatsApp and mobile. Thank you. Signing off. You're Naveen Kumar Yadav. Have a great day. Bye.